Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Uh, it's a Sunday evening, 7 o'clock, and then the sun is shining very brightly in my face. So been kind of dealing with some back issues, and also just been kind of tired as well. Just come down with something, I think. So dealing with that, but I wanted to get this video in because uh, something I want to talk about. Um, this this one is about this one is basically about having the mind of Christ, or the mind of, or essentially having God's mind and whatever's happening. Though kind of the way this kind of goes right now is so just something that happened with me um recently. So in the last so my current work, my current job, um overall it has some good things about it, but there's a lot of within not too long ago, it was turning kind of for the worse. And that kind of subsided, oh, thankfully, but it was getting really bad. Um, um, Currently, it's going rather smooth, but then again, I'm still very, very nervous about things when things don't go wrong, because just having my name stamped to something that I can't, to circumstances I can't control, even though they don't go bad, it doesn't bode well for me. Um, so anyway, there was one thing I was been extremely worried about, because I've been kind of running into a very unsolvable issue, basically, and I'm still wondering where it's gonna go. But um, I was just one point I was just like, last week or two ago, there was some point where I was just, I guess you could say, I was just deathly worried about it. It was just like, I do not want this thing to go south. I do not want my circumstances to go south again, because I just had gone through a near disaster on my job before. I didn't want it to happen again. And so I was just incredibly worried, not able to sleep and not able to focus on anything, and literally praying about the situation. And at some point, um, I just knew there, I mean, but throughout the whole thing, I knew there was all the things, there's all the bigger things that God wanted to do through circumstances and such. Um, but I was focused on the problem, and so I was like, I was just I was just in that moment where I was just like, I can't think. I don't know how to think about anything else. This is such a big thing for me. And eventually, some point, I realized, God had some purpose for everything, and God God has His own plans for me and my family, and it's just like, okay, um, I'm just, and eventually, some point, I just made the shift, and I just was like, okay, I'm just going to know that, realize that whatever God has his plan essentially, and everything I do should just be everything I should think about should just be for whatever his purpose is, and not just all these little petty things. And it kind of goes back to what Isaiah 55 says. It's like, my thoughts are not your thoughts, my ways are not your ways. And it's just like that's and we can think about all these little things and not really be and not really think about all the things God can can think about. And of course, God knows. We can never know what he knows, and we can never understand what he understands. But we can be rest assured what God is going to do and what he wants to do. And know that, Jeremiah 29:11 too. His plans are there not to hurt you. It's just there to make things to really just the plans are not to harm you, they're to prosper you. Um so, you know, it was really all about just some point I just had to decide to make the shifts. It's just like, and it was in many ways, it's like I wasn't living for the moment of the problem that I was dealing with. I was living for I decided I was going to live for the Lord and whatever it's going to be. And it's not going to be about, oh no, this thing's going bad. Am I going to lose my job? It was this God has these things you want to do with whatever he wants to do through and whatever he wants to do to our family or whatever it is. And the purpose and whatever his plan is. And it just changes things when you think about things that way. So yeah, and so maybe you just whoever's watching this, maybe you just need to make a shift in whatever you're thinking about. Maybe you're going through a major issue and you can't stop thinking about the problem. But just know that God plans, he has good plans for you. Trust in what those good plans are. Uh, seek those plans. And and first off, the Lord wants you to believe in his son Christ, Jesus Christ. But do that if you've not done that before. Make that decision. And but yeah, just change your focus. Just God has big things, and try to find love for those big things. And part of that is just being his words, and that you're in his word. He'll give you a love for those things of it, things of heaven, and the things that he wants, that what his plans and what he wants to do, and his heart will become your heart. So really, it's all about this taking hold of that. So but that's all I have to say for this one. Um, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys again. Bye.